the Electoral Commission says there are minors and foreigners among the 16.9 million persons it has so far registered to vote on December 7. Chairperson of the EC, Jean Mensah, however, assures such persons will be removed before the elections. The EC last week assured it is on course to deliver a credible election with a register comprising only Ghanaians. The Commission has today been given an update on the process so far. Jean Mensah is chairperson of the Commission.
It is evident that most of the challenge cases were from border regions, with the exception of Ahafo. And it gives reason to assume that the challenge cases relate to citizenship issues emanating from the infiltration of foreigners. At a later date, we will shed more light on our findings. The Commission is mindful of the infiltration of foreigners at a number of our registration centers. Additionally, we are aware that a number of minors have found their way into the register. We are confident that the challenge processes initiated at all districts throughout the country will unearth these illegal persons and rid the register of those who do not qualify to be thereon. We are confident that the register that would be used for the 2020 elections will be a wholly owned Ghanaian enterprise, reflecting qualified Ghanaians and Ghanaians only. I'll come to the important subject of the total number of registered voters at the end of day 36. That is the main registration exercise. We now come to the number of persons who registered as at day 36. The number of persons amount to or add up to 16,932,492. At the end of the two-day mop-up exercise, 30,814 persons had successfully registered as part of the 2020 voters registration exercise. In a nutshell, the total number of registered voters at the end of the 2020 voter registration exercise stands at 16,963,306.
So my colleague Joseph Akable was at that news conference. He joins us via Zoom with more on this. Joseph, we understand the Commission has been explaining how it will ensure that such ineligible persons are off the register. Tell us what they've been saying.
System, they make the point that they have some 30,000 plus cases that are pending being filed by various individuals challenging the eligibility of some persons who have been registered. And so those are the cases that they are pursuing. They expect that those individuals to show up and defend their citizenship for the fact that they are 18 years of age. And that is the process they intend to use to ensure that they clean the register once again.
Of deduplication and adjudication, which are currently ongoing, will flag multiple registrations in the system. Additionally, the challenge system put in place during the registration and exhibition exercise will further flag unqualified voters on the register. Ultimately, these processes will contribute to the cleaning of the register and ensure its integrity and credibility ahead of the 2020 election. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of today's Let the Citizen Know encounter. And before we take a bow, we would like to assure the good people of Ghana that as a commission, we are determined to put in place and ignite all mechanisms available to us to clean the register and rid it of all unqualified persons, i.e. minors and foreign nationals. We are confident that at the end of the day, we will present Ghanaians with a credible register that reflects Ghanaians only, a wholly owned Ghanaian endeavor.
Now, Joseph, you do remember that election observer group Codeo, in its assessment report, claimed that policemen were not at some registration centers. We understand the commission, one of the commissioners, Dr. Bosman Asare, has been responding to that. What did he say?
he makes the point that he has seen that report from Podeo and that they actually visited just about 300 of the registration centers. And he says the number of centers that registration took place were in excess of thousands. And so it's not a fair reflection of the situation on the ground.
And very finally, Joseph, you know, the commission made the point that it has detected minors and foreigners in the roll, the electoral roll. How did they detect that? Did they say? And how many of such people did they detect?
The AC chairperson did not put a figure to it, but in fact, he makes the point that this is information that we all know, according to her. He says it's in the public domain, and again explains that they have individuals who are monitoring the process from them all through the 36 days, and they have reported that this is the situation on the ground, so they are looking to carry out an investigation.
All right, many thanks, Joseph Akaplay there. Now, the National Democratic Congress says provisional figures from the just ended voter registration